Today for Stepping Up, we have a guest who loves to sing and perform on a stage. We have seen him in action over the years. Recently, this passion and his initiative caused him to enter the World Championships of Performing Arts. Today, we have the opportunity to talk with Kenny Eazi Warner. He joins us from our sister isle of Nevis via Zoom. Good morning, Kenny, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Having me.
It's our pleasure indeed. So I'm going to get right to it. I think the first thing we need to ask you is, why are you called Eazi? Are you an easygoing person?
Well, it's from school days.
Okay.
I always was an easygoing person, not very fussy. You know, you could always walk up and talk to me easily. So that's how I got a name.
Okay, I can sense it from your personality too. You look very
yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So we just mentioned, your passion singing and performing on stage. Was there anything else that caused you to enter the World Championship of Performing Arts?
Well, I was looking for international competitions. I've never been in an international competition, regional, and I just wanted to do that before I got to this stage where I wanted to stop doing all this. So I just Googled and randomly signed up for events, for international events, and I got a call back from WCOPA.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, must have been interesting when you got the call back. What was going through your mind?
Yeah. I thought it was fake first.
Oh,
yeah?
Honestly, because the numbers close to our numbers. The director who called me, she's from Trinidad.
Okay.
And Trinidad area code is 868.
Yeah.
And then they have a number that's close to Digicel, like 755 or something like that. So I really didn't notice it was 868. So I thought it was somebody trying to scam me from St. Kitts and Nevis.
Okay.
But then after they called me, after we ended the call, I went to do some research online, Google everything, and then I realized it's something legit. So That's when I just followed up with everything.
I like that you did your research and you just weren't excited that you just got the opportunity of a lifetime. So
exactly.
how did you feel about your performance and what did you perform?
I performed a song, original song I did called Wally.
Okay.
But I did it in is a power song, a fast song. But I did it in a slow version, guitar solo.
Okay.
And I was real confident that it would come over good. And is the people at the event, you got to know how to deliver to them. They wouldn't really understand our fast style of music. So I had to slow it down and give them a little understanding of what I'm talking about. And it came off real good.
I was going to ask you about the feedback from the crowd.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah, the crowd was all into it. Yeah. You could check out my Instagram page, the performance on Instagram, Eazi869.
Yeah.
And you would see that performance, and the applause was loud and roaring. You know, this is something that they never really experienced, this type of style of music. And they was all into it, waving their hands and everything. So it came off real good.
Nice.
Oh, that's great to hear. Nice. So let's talk about that in terms of the crowd, the packed venue, and also the location. Tell us about that. Was it a packed venue?
Yeah, well, it was held in California, Orange County, at a Hyatt Regency Hotel. The event is a very exclusive event. You would have had to have access pass and all of that paid for in advance. Most of the attendees were the participants, as well as some other persons who came along with them, like the parents, officials from the event, and persons who would have wanted to see the show itself. So it was a lot of people, a huge ballroom, and it was packed, especially the final night.
That's great.
Nice. So can you tell us what other type of performances took place in addition to singing?
It was performing arts in general, anything but perform on stage.
Okay.
He had magicians there. He had persons doing instrumentals, persons vocals accompanied with the instrumental, dancing, modeling, anything at all to do with performing on stage. We even had a group from Trinidad. They had a dance that they call Criolla,
Okay.
and they had a Makajombi. They had a Makajombi on stage with the dance performing. So they brought that Caribbean style of flavor to the competition, and they actually won the dance segment for the finals night.
Oh, that's great. So I imagine you felt right at home seeing all the regional performers.
Yep.
Right.
Cause my as I said, my director from Trinidad, and she was the director for Trinidad team as well. So we were like one. She was helping me out. She was helping me out a lot. And he had another team from Jamaica as well. And we all link up and encourage each other. And it was real good. Trinidad won the juniors, a young lady from Trinidad overall. So that was a great feat. Big up Trinidad. And big up my national director as well, Candice Clark. She did real good.
Yes, nice. So were you able to see your other competitors perform?
Yeah, we would be in the room,
Okay.
and we'd just be waiting for our numbers to call, and we would go up. So everybody would be there looking at you, and it wasn't even like a fierce competition to say where people coming at you a certain way. It was like it was all encouragement. People clap for you. It wasn't at no point you feel like it was in a fierce competition. It was just everything was just camaraderie.
So, Eazi, let's talk about the daily lineup, the activities. What can you tell us?
Mm-hmm. Well, it went for about 10 to 11 days, and I arrived on the Friday, and the Friday was registration. From you reached, you felt welcome, and it was like performing arts heaven. Everywhere you turn, you see somebody singing, playing an instrument, practicing the acting, and so on. So when we got to the signing up area, it was just a crowd of people, and everybody was just chanting the representing for the country, the flags, everything, singing the local songs, national anthem, and all of that. And it was just, man, it just made you feel welcome. And the same Friday night, they had a group competition where groups from all over the world would do a presentation, a dancing presentation. We had people from Thailand, Trinidad, America, but on that night, it was Ireland. Ireland won the competition for that night. And we also had Thailand also plays, and Philippines. On the Saturday we started boot camps, and it was not just an event for a competition. They also wanted to educate you and give you a little experience of what it's like to be in the industry. They brought in some really big names, behind the scene big names, producers, and so on to kind of guide you. That was the Saturday.
All right, Eazi, one
Sunday,
question on that. So what was the best part of that for you?
Well, for me, I learned a lot over the years, but it was just like bringing in people who kind of like fine tune why you're being learning. You know, he had people like, he had this guy, a songwriter, and he would just write a song anything you give him, or you tell him a word, he get a whole song out of it. And he walk with the guitar, everything, notes, everything perfect. So that's something what I'm striving to be like. He also had a guy who I think he produced for Beyonce and Jay-Z already. He gave us a lot of tips on how to manage your music and, you know, the right paths to go to manage your career. And that was information that is invaluable. This information is really needed as an artist. So I think that was real beneficial for me and who all was there. But he had different coaches for different things. Like they would have a coach for acting, dancing, modeling, and all of that in different ballrooms. But I was in music, so that was real good.
Sounds exciting, like a once in a lifetime.
I know, right?
Yeah. The Sunday we had a day pass at Disney. So well, they had the ceremonies in the morning, the opening ceremonies where each country would parade the colors and the costumes and everything. And then after that, now we went to Disney, where we stayed there for the rest of the day. And we got on all the rides and everything. It was I never been to Disney, so I was like a kid in a candy store.
That's nice. I like it.
And then on the Monday we had the eliminations. The Monday and the Tuesday. I did mine on the Tuesday, and I learned that on the Wednesday that.
Well, we seem to be having some internet connectivity, so we apologize for that. If we get Eazi back, we'll continue this discussion. But Cortento, very good information indeed. And one of the things that I want to get to as we continue this discussion with Eazi is the fact that he has applied to be the national director.
Yes.
And what that would mean for our locals as well if he does in fact get that position.
He'll be scouting local talent.
And the fact also that he said to us that it is an annual competition.
So he intends to take a team with him next year. Oh, man.
Precisely.
So that's good that he's not just thinking about himself. He's thinking about the development and how the federation can evolve with artists. Yeah.
Precisely.
So he's. I like that.
So while we try to get Eazi back, we'll take a quick break. Stay with us for more GMSKN.
Hello and welcome to your favorite day of the week, Friday. It's Infused Friday, and you've guessed right, we have another marvelous infused water recipe for you today. Strawberry, lemon and green tea infused water. So let me introduce you to the benefits one can expect from this selection. Strawberries. These potent little packages protect your heart, increases HDL, which is good cholesterol, lower blood pressure and guard against cancer. Packed with vitamins, fiber and particularly high levels of antioxidants known as polyphenols. Strawberries are a sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free and low-calorie food. The bottom line is lemons contain a high amount of vitamin C, soluble fiber and plant compounds that give them a number of health benefits. Lemons may aid weight loss and reduce your risk of heart disease, anemia, kidney stones, digestive issues and cancer. And finally, green tea contains healthy bioactive compounds. These compounds can improve brain function, increase fat burning. The antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers, contribute to the prevention of type 2 diabetes, and assist in the prevention of cardiovascular disease, also in the protection of the brain from aging and reduce bad breath. Amazing benefits. Let's get infusing. Here are the ingredients. 1 bag of green tea, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of hot water, 1 lemon halved, juiced and half sliced, a handful of strawberries halved and ice cubes for serving. Directions. Place tea bag in a cup of hot water, let it steep for 5 minutes, then remove and let it cool before pouring into a jug or pitcher. Add the remaining ingredients and let it infuse for 30 minutes before serving into a large glass filled with ice. So delightful. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us. So we know technology can sometimes be unpredictable. So Eazi, we were talking to you during the commercial about the medals that you won. So can you show us what you won? And the viewers as well.
Well, won 2 silver bronze. I won the 2 silver in modeling and the bronze in singing. I never even modeled in my life, but I went up with confidence.
You go, guy, and you did well. You did well.
I did well. So
congrats.
I also got two smaller medals for going to the semifinals.
Oh, nice, nice.
In both categories. Oh. So this is one and this is the other one.
Congratulations.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
We were also talking about your app. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We were also talking about your application process to become director. So the next time you go, you can take along a team. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, and I would really like the government to come on board, and because it is a real expensive venture. Okay. I've applied. I've made the application. They've sent the documents, and I've got to go through them and send them back. But hopefully, it looks like I'll be the national director, and I'll be putting a team together for 2023. So I'm hoping any creatives out there who are listening and might be interested, you can get in touch with me. Check me on Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever, and just let me know that you're interested.
So where can you said they can check you on Facebook and WhatsApp? Is there a specific link they have to go to?
No, they just could send me a message, say they're interested, and then we go from there. I'll just tell them what to do after that.
All right, that's great. Well, we have roughly 1 minute left, Eazi. So, we always talk about the high points, low points of these types of things. What can you tell us in a very succinct fashion about the experience?
Well, for me, the high point was just getting there, because I signed up since 2019, and it was just putting off every year. And then this year now, I wasn't sure if I would get to go because of a lot of different things. Yeah. And just getting there to the event, that was my high point. My low point, I would say coming back, because I had to spend like $300 to do COVID tests and all these things. And I feel like the government should have recognized the event more, highlight it some more so people could see that it's something good for the country and it's something good for performing artists. But the country was in election mode, so I think everybody was just focused on election.
Yeah, but you know what? You're here talking about it now, so you're definitely raising awareness for the competition. Yes. And the fact that you've applied to be national director is something that would be really good, because it would be an avenue for us to take the world stage again. So, you know what? Thank you so much for shedding light on this. Grateful that you won the medals and that you shared it with us. Shared them with us. That was so great.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for reaching out too.
You're welcome. So next year, you'll be coming back with the gold medal for modeling, because by then you'll be a professional, right? Oh, you go,
definitely.
Guy. You go, guy.
I have a better idea how to maneuver. So, yeah, I'll definitely be back with a gold medal next year.
Eazi modeling agency. Thanks a lot, Eazi.
It got a good ring to it.
Yeah, you can hold it. That's right. Trademark it.